Hello everybody. Welcome back to our channel where we dig deep into the spookiest mysteries and explore the darkest corners of the universe. Today, get ready for a bone-chilling ride as we dive into the top 5 most eerie coincidences that will send shivers down your spine. You won't believe the last one. The eerily accurate Titanic prediction. Ever heard of the Titanic? Well, imagine this. A book called Morgan Robertson's Futility was published 14 years before the Titanic sank. But here's where it gets downright creepy. The book talked about a huge ship named the Titan, which smacked into an iceberg and went down in the icy waters of the North Atlantic. Eerily, both ships were British vessels and among the largest ever built at the time. Both ships struck an iceberg in April 400 miles from Newfoundland. Both ships had inadequate lifeboat provisions for all aboard due to an assumption of unsinkability which led to massive loss of life. Even details like the Titan and Titanic both having 3 screws, propellers, are similar. The similarities are so uncanny, it's like the author had a crystal ball into the future. The curse of the Omen. Now, brace yourselves for the Omen curse. So, back in 1976, they were filming a horror movie called The Omen. But guess what? A bunch of really weird stuff started happening. During filming in England, a lightning strike caused a fire that destroyed the set. This was considered an ominous start. Several people involved in the film met untimely and disturbing deaths that seemed to mirror deaths in film. The trainer of the demonic chimpanzee was mauled and killed by his own pet chimp. An airplane carrying the stunt crew crashed in the Sahara Desert, killing everyone on board. John Richardson, a special effects artist, was beheaded in a freak accident when a gust of wind blew his car door shut as he leaned out. Several others involved like the composer, publicist, and actor Gregory Peck's son all died in strange or tragic accidents. The studio executives were so spooked by the events that they initially refused to release the film, believing it was cursed. Even after release, some movie theaters reportedly refused to show the film or had equipment failures during screenings. While obviously the curse could be coincidental, the string of strange deaths during and after production did lead many in Hollywood at the time to believe The Omen was genuinely cursed in some way. It's almost like the movie brought some seriously bad vibes to life. The Simpsons predictions, when cartoon episodes come true. For over 30 seasons, The Simpsons has been entertaining audiences with its wild satire and humor. But could there be more to this cartoon than meets the eye? Over the decades, the show has made some very specific predictions that later came true in shocking ways. An episode in the early 2000s showed characters using video chat on smartphone. At the time, smartphones and video calling weren't widely used. Another episode showed characters using futuristic VR headsets, long before the technology was developed by companies like Oculus. In the late 90s, an episode depicted using fingerprint scanning to make purchases which became a reality nowadays with iPhone Touch ID and contactless payments. A 2014 episode depicted a Trump presidency with Trump descending an escalator and announcing his candidacy. One episode depicted the spread of a pandemic through Italy. Months later, COVID-19 hit Italy especially hard during the initial outbreak in early 2020. They even predicted that Disney would buy 20th Century Fox, which actually happened in 2019 for $71 billion. The writers claim it's all just coincidence, but with such a high rate of accuracy, some fans aren't so sure. One thing's for certain, The Simpsons' track record of predictions is getting downright creepy. The unbreakable bond of twin brothers. Get this, 2 brothers, Jim Lewis and Jim Springer, were adopted into different families and grew up without a clue about each other. But when they finally met at age 39, their similarities were seriously off the charts. Both married women named Linda, then divorced and married women named Betty. They even had dogs with the same name, smoked the same brand of cigarettes, and vacationed at the exact same Florida beach. It's like they were connected by some invisible, eerie force. Struck by lightning, again and again. Hold on to your seats for this one. There's a guy named Roy Sullivan who got hit by lightning not once, not twice, but a mind-boggling 7 times. Yep, you heard that right. He's known as the human lightning rod. The first time lightning zapped him was in 1942, and then it just kept happening. Sure, He got hurt and suffered from burns and hearing problems, but he survived every single strike. Some folks think his metal tooth fillings acted like lightning magnets. Others say he was just super unlucky, always getting caught in storms because he worked as a park ranger. Whatever it was, his story is seriously one for the books. So there you have it, folks. The top 5 freaky coincidences that'll have you looking over your shoulder. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and ring the bell to stay in the loop for more mind-bending content like this. Until next time, keep your eyes peeled for the mysteries that lurk in the shadows. Bye.